welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a little get ready with me using all the products from the Makeup Basket Monday that I pulled this past week. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin. I'm going to use the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. You guys know I love this primer. I'm trying to use it up. You would think I'd be done with it by now, but honestly I feel like this primer has lasted me forever. So, which is a good thing because who wants to keep buying expensive primers? But this is a really good hydrating primer, so if you're looking for something that's hydrating, this is really good. It smells like natural coconut, not like suntan lotion coconut. I love the way it makes my face feel. What do you guys think of my beautiful hairdo today? I thought I'd go ahead and curl it and then just pull it back a little bit so that way I could do my makeup first. And then I'll finish my hair afterwards. Do you guys ever do that? What do you do first, hair or makeup? I kind of rotate it. Sometimes I'll do hair and then sometimes I'll do makeup first. It just depends. So now I'm going to use my foundation. I'm using the MAC Face and Body Foundation. This foundation typically breaks me out, but I did use this past week. I was using the primer. Where did my primer go? I had another primer in here and I cannot find it now. Of course. It was a sample primer. It was a little sample. I used that and it seemed to really help. So now I'm just going to use my Too Faced today though. So I'm just going to put a little on the back of my hand, and this kind of matches me pretty good, but not perfectly, so we're just going to roll with it. This is a very thin type of foundation, so you can use it with a brush or you can use it with a sponge. I think you're going to get a different type of look depending upon what tool you use it with. I'm going to use it with a sponge today just because I want to show you how it looks. Maybe we'll do sponge on one side and brush on the other so you can see how it looks. So here's what sponge looks like. So you can tell it's making it very, very thin. You can build this up not to a very good coverage though. So if you're looking for something that's full coverage, this is not full coverage whatsoever. So there's what a sponge looks like. So now I'm going to go ahead and try the brush so you can see what that looks like. And it's not much difference, to be honest with you. I mean, you can see a little bit of a difference, but nothing major. So I'm actually going to put a couple of layers of this on because I want to cover some of this up. I'm not worried about covering it all up, but I want to cover some of it up. So I'm going to put a little bit more foundation on. Focus it mainly in the areas where I feel like I have concerns. Forehead, and then my chin here where I've got a couple breakouts. My breakouts have mostly subsided, which is great because I was having some severe acne issues, as you guys know, but it's not as bad now. I think I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit because you're a little bit far away. Hopefully I don't cut my head off too much. There we go. So now I'm just going to use brush all over. I just like the way it goes on with the brush. Like I said, this is definitely not full coverage, but it'd be a really good foundation for the summer when you don't want anything real heavy on your skin. And I don't know about you guys, but in the summertime, once you get a tan, I feel like any kind of, which hopefully you're still wearing sunblock, but you're still going to get a little bit of a tan. But I think in the summertime, my skin looks better once I have a little bit of a tan on my skin. I need to try to self-tan again. I suck at self-tanning though. That's one of the things that I'm just like terrible at. I tried a sample of it and it was just awful. So that's what I'm going to do for foundation. Even though I know my skin's not really covered very well, I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to go ahead and move on. So now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. I'm going to use my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. As you guys know, that is my favorite primer I think I've ever tried. So I'm going to use that to prime my... Oh man, I just took a big old chunk out of it. Do you see? I just like dug my finger right into it. That was awesome. Well, that's one way to use it up faster. The stuff I was going to say lasts forever. That's one way to use it up faster, to like take a big chunk out of it with your finger. So how has your week been? Your week. Did you hear that? Very country accent. We have had a really good week. The puppy is getting along with Molly. They're doing really, really good. I'm so proud of how well they're doing. Max is a little bit more difficult to potty train than what Molly was. And I don't know if that's because he's a boy. I don't know if that's typical for a boy or if it's just his personality. Either way, we'll get through it. So now I'm going to go in with my palette that I'm using this week. I'm using the Makeup Geek palette. This is the Manny MUA palette. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Really love all these colors. All the colors are really, really pretty. So I'm going to first lay down some color. I'm going to use this Too Faced. This is the All Over Shadow Brush. This is from the Teddy Bear collection. I'm going to go into the shade right here, which is it named? Beaches and Cream. I'm I'm going to go into Beaches and Cream and lay that down as my base. So that is going to be my base for today. It kind of matches my skin pretty good too, so which is awesome. I'm just going for a basic look today, nothing real fancy. So Beaches and Cream again. This palette is really, really good. I was able to grab this palette at a discount because they had it like as a scratch and dent type of sale, which is awesome when they do that, because you can get some really good products from Makeup Geek for a better price. I mean, their prices are never super expensive anyway, but anytime you can save some money, why not, right? That's my theory on makeup. If I can save a little bit of dough, why not? Then I can buy more makeup. As if I really need more. Now I'm going to use this Beauty Junkies. This is the blending brush, I think that's what it's called. So I'm going to go down to here to Sora. I think that's what it's called, Sora. I'm going to use Sora right here. Tap off. And I'm just going to start working that into the crease. I'm going to work it kind of high. And just blend that out. So my oldest son comes home from college tomorrow. I am so excited. So he's home for the summer, which means we get to start doing some fun family things again, which is awesome because I've missed doing some family things with him. So he'll be home, and I think we're going to plan a big barbecue for the weekend. Have a bunch of his friends over and just have a big barbecue and a movie night outside. We have a TV set up outside, which is great because when you have boys at home, it's nice to have a place for them to go that's not always inside, because you have all that extra energy. My boys always have tons of energy anyway. I'm going to go back into that and just add a little bit more. Build up just a little bit more here and blow it out. I have upped my water intake, so hopefully my skin is not quite as wrinkly as it was on the last Get Ready With Me. I'm now drinking half of my weight in ounces of water, which is I think your recommended amount in the first place, so that worked out good. Now I'm going to go back using that all over shadow brush, and I'm going to tap into the shade right here, which is Cosmopolitan, and I'm just going to put that onto the lid. And then we're going to make a deeper crease, I think, because right now it all looks kind of like the same color. Cosmopolitan looks like just a shiny version of what is that one? Soiree, is that what it's called? Sora? So we'll put something deeper in the crease. So, oops, there goes the flat shader brush. Hopefully I don't need it again. Now I'm gonna go down here to, what is this? Aphrodite. And I'm using a Luxie, this is a small tapered blending brush. And I'm just going to try to make that crease a little bit darker right here so we can see a little bit of definition between the colors. So there's how that worked. I'm going in with a very light hand using these. These are very pigmented, so you don't have to have a heavy hand whatsoever using these shadows. They're going to blend out very nicely, and they have a lot of pigmentation, which is awesome. Now I'm going to go back in with that blending brush from Beauty Junkies, and I'm just going to blend this up a little bit more. I want a more just blended out look today. So there's how that's looking. Pretty good so far, not too shabby. Now I'm going to go back in with a little pencil brush here, but since I have another flat brush in here, great. This is a Luxie, I think, a Luxie concealer brush. We're gonna use it as a flat shader brush. So now we're gonna go into Artemis, and this is Artemis right here. And I'm just gonna tap that onto the inner corner of my eye. Right there, just to give it a little bit of light to that area. And there is Artemis. So far so good. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my brow bone highlight. I'm going to use this little bitty, this is a Luxie blending brush. I'm going to use the same color, this Artemis, and just put that as my brow bone highlight. I'm doing it very lightly. Need to do my brows still too. My brows look a little bit orange for some reason today. Not sure why. Who knows? Now I'm going to go ahead and do my brows quick. And in order to do my brows, I'm just going to use one product today. I'm going to use the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is a little sample of it, which I really like this because this is really, whoops, well, not when you go in so heavy like that. This has really saved me some time this week because I don't have to worry about penciling them in, because my brows, I actually have brow hairs. The problem is that they're so light colored that I need something to just darken them up a bit. Almost like dyeing your eyebrows. I'm not really shaping them though. That's the only issue, is that you don't really shape them when you do it like this. You're just pretty much coloring them in. So they're not going to be perfectly shaped. And that's okay. Oops, I went a little heavy-handed there. You want to go light-handed with this, that's for sure, because it's a very wet formula. And you can go in really heavy like I did right there at the beginning of my brow. And now I have a funny looking hair. Hopefully I can fix that though. Hopefully. There we go. So this week was, like I said, it was a good week with the puppies. I ended up having the worst migraine I've had in a long time though. I was like down for the count for an entire day. I don't like when I get headaches that bad. I get them, I used to get them a lot. Like I would get migraines like 3 and 4 times a week. I was actually on a preventative medicine to help keep the migraines at bay. But now I'm actually not on any medicine for it. So when I get them, they come on and they're really, really bad. And then I'm nauseous, and then the light hurts, the sound hurts, everything kind of hurts. So it's like, you have to just take a break. Now I'm going to go in with the blush. So I'm going to use the new It Cosmetics blush. This one here is the Instant Warm Glow. So here's what the packaging looks like. I love the packaging detail on these. And then on the inside, here's what the inside looks like. It's a really pretty color. It's got like your, like almost like, what is that called? I can't even think. Anyway, it's a very pretty palette. So I'm going to use the brush that you can purchase with this. I'm going to dip on one side dip on both sides for this. So now I'm just going to, you're supposed to be able to just do it like this. So it pretty much just gives you a little bit of color to your cheeks. So I'm going to do it again for the other cheek. I like the way these look. I think that they're really pretty, like colors are really, really pretty, and I like that they don't give you so much pigmentation. But some of them I feel like are a little more pigmented. Like this one I feel like more pigmented than the others. So now what I'm going to do is go in with this little Too Faced powder brush. And I'm just going to kind of tap it in a little bit, just because I don't like it so rosy on my cheek right there. And that's good enough. Nothing perfection about it. And now I'm going to go ahead and do I already did my brows. What do I need to do now? Liner. Do I have a liner? I do have a liner. I have the liner that I was using last week. It's the e.l.f. Intense Ink Liner. So this is the chubby one. This is the one that I told you guys you can kind of go thick to thin with this one, because it comes like the tip's very thin, but you can press and go a little bit harder and make it a little bit thicker, which is awesome. So now I'm just going to line my eyes. I have to concentrate when I do this because I will mess up. I've done pretty good on my no-buy so far, which has only been, what, less than a week, but I've done pretty good. I haven't bought anything yet. I did go to a Sephora grand opening, but my husband actually gave me money to go to the grand opening, so technically I bought something, but it wasn't with my money. Does that count? I can go ahead and show you guys what I bought real quick if you want, because it's not a whole lot. I just picked up a couple small little items. We just got a new Sephora in my hometown, which is awesome, because before I had to go so far away to go to a Sephora. The Sephora they opened is a one like inside of a JCPenney's. So those are good too, because those are the ones that you can typically find, like the exclusive sets and stuff. So now I'm just going to curl my lashes. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara. I think things are moving along pretty quick today on my Get Ready With Me, which is great, because normally they're so freaking long. So now I'm using my Stila Huge Mascara, and I'm going to move it up slowly. I'm not going to do quick motions. Try not to anyway. It's a hard habit to break because I'm typically so fast with it. I feel like now it's taking forever though to do my lashes when I do it like this. I just want to move faster. It's not comfortable for me to do it that slow. Okay, so there's the first coat. I'm gonna go over here and do this side. Slowly. Do you guys see, it's like, it's taken me a while to like try to do it like this because I keep wanting to do it fast. I just want to go fast. I'm like Ricky Bobby. Oh man, I almost got it in my eyeball. Now I'll go over here and do the other side again. Oops, I just got it up there a little bit. Oh, don't touch it yet, it's wet. Oh, I can't do it slow. I'm just gonna go back to the way I do it because I like the way I do it. And I know it's not typically how you're supposed to do it, but it works for me. I think after you've done something for so long, it's hard to kind of break a habit. So that one's just hard for me to break. That habit's just hard for me to break. Now I'm gonna go ahead and conceal under my eyes. I'm going to use the Loreal Visible Lift. I love this concealer. I think it's a really good one. I'm definitely going to repurchase this one once this one runs out. I just like that it's a very thin consistency. It doesn't crease or anything on me, and I just think it looks really good. It's a little bit light, the color I have. I don't know if they have other shades or if that's the only shade they carry, but it's a little light, so it does do that brightness thing under my eyes, which I don't typically like, but it's okay. I'm not even doing the V thing either. I'm just kind of doing where my dark circles are at and going down just a little bit right here in the front. But do you see what a difference it made? I think it's a really good concealer. And it works well with a beauty blender. You can do it with your fingers too though if you don't like to use a beauty blender. Your fingers work great with it. This sponge sounds like it's got soap in it. I hope not. I can hear something in it though. Go down like that, just a little bit right there, just to help bring light into my skin. I'm actually gonna go back with my little blush brush that's still got a little bit on it and just kind of, I'm not sure, I'm not sold on this brush, to be honest with you. The brush is a little bit wonky for me, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. So we're gonna pop into this little Crayola, Clinique Crayola one, and I'm going to use, let's see, I'll go back and fix my eyes too. Gonna use Marvelicious. Does that gonna look good with my eye color though? No, let's use melon. Let's use melon. Let's do this color. I'm gonna wipe my lip off. I've got concealer, foundation, whatever on it. I did do a whole lip swatch video on these if you're interested. So there, it's super easy. And now let me fix that eye. My battery looks like it's about to die, which if it does, I'll just put a new one in and we'll be right back to it. So let's fix this right here. And fix this one here. If you mess up with your mascara like I do, all you need to do is wait for it to dry and then go back in with a clean Q-tip and you can clean it up. Now let me just fix that little spot there where I messed up. So let's put back on the shade right here in the middle and do that in the middle here. And then clean my brush and then go into the lighter shade and do it there too. And that is it. That is the completed look. I'd love to know what you guys think of this little get ready with me. It was pretty quick. I didn't think it took too long, which is good because I think fast get ready with me are really good too. So let me know what you think of the makeup that I used today. And if you have any of these products, if you have any tips or suggestions, let me know those also. I almost forgot to show you guys the little haul I was talking about. So let me show you the little haul I picked up at Sephora during the grand opening for my Sephora near me. So let me show you that quick, because I was like, you know what? I cut the camera off and I'm like, oh no, I forgot. So let's do this quick. So first of all, if you went to the grand opening, they gave you a little bag that has a bunch of samples in it. So that's pretty cool. And then it did have a gift card in here, which was a value of anywhere between $5 to $100. I got a $5 gift card, which is, that works for me. Then I picked up something I said I was not going to pick up, but in store I saw it and I was like, oh gosh, I really want it, even though I don't need it. So picked up the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed and Prismatic Amethyst. So here's what it looks like. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks so beautiful. This is like a purple colored one. Love the way this looks in the pan. Gosh, I have a really southern accent today. So here's what it looks like. Hopefully it's showing up true to color for you guys. It's a very pretty color though. I think it's like a purple. It's like a very light purple, not a dark purple or anything like that. So hopefully it doesn't look too purple on my cheeks once I try it out. Then I picked up this ginormous little thing. Ginormous little thing. That was oxymoron, wasn't it? This is the Beauty Blender Cleanser Solid Pro. This is the 5.3 ounce one. So this is the giant one. So it does come with, at the top here, it comes with a little thing that you can clean your brushes on. And then you get the giant solid soap thing, which is really good because I love this soap. I think it works really good for cleaning my brushes. You don't need to use something this fancy to clean your brushes with though. I just like this typically for my sponges mostly because I think it does the best job for cleaning my sponges. For brushes, I typically use the Dr. Bronner's. I think that works just fine. Then the last thing I picked up is the Sephora Beauty Amplifier. This is the base and tint. So there's a little beauty amplifier. It's supposed to help with it's an illuminizer, so it's supposed to illuminate your face, so which is good because I have dry skin, so anything that's going to help illuminate my skin I love. So those are the 3 things I picked up during the little grand opening of the Sephora near me. So anyway, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know anything that you have learned about the makeup products I tried today, or if you'd like to see a full in-depth review on anything that I tried out today, maybe like swatches and everything like that, let me know. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.